So most of my friends are in their 50s and 60s and they're already super wealthy. But today I met up with one of my best buddies in my hometown, and he was saying that the job market for young people are fucked. Absolutely fucked. I mean, this year I would be graduating from college. And so I'm seeing on, all my old friends, they're posting that they just graduated college, all these things. But what I was just finding out is there is almost no jobs for these young people. One, because AI is the only thing that most jobs are hiring for. Someone that is like pretty hyper specialized in AI. All of the business owners that I know that are in their 60s that have large corporations, and a lot of these businesses are incredibly well known. They are really only looking for one role to hire, and that is some degree of AI specialization, which makes a lot of sense. That's really all I'm hiring for right now, too. The other thing is there's just so many people that need jobs, and there's just the economy is bad right now. So young people have very few opportunities. And it drives me to really start to push a lot of urgency in the business. Like, hey guys, we should take on as many clients, we should provide as much value as possible. We should be trying to hedge expenses as much as possible. We should really be doubling down on recession proof business models. This is something that I've actively been doing because there's two sectors to the business. The first one is getting new clients, which are large businesses doing like mid eight figures plus yearly, taking on business owners, doing all of their organic media with the entire intent of adding another medium of getting them new clients for whatever business model they have. An example would just be a tax client that we took on, where they have a lot of different things. They have a lot of products. They have a lot of things that they can sell. Either they have a tax franchisee, and then so they can take on unlimited clients, as well as a bunch of other offers that they have. So that's an example of taking on a new client where we have a monthly retainer of $10,000 plus per month. That's like the smallest tier that we start out with. But that's actually just kind of covering cost, even with all the new AI efficiencies and all these other things. I actually don't make any money until it's really a severe performance based model. But the second avenue to the business is finding sponsors for all these people that we're working for. So, how Joe Rogan says, hey, this video is sponsored by AG1. We're doing the same thing, but with hyper niche businesses, which is kind of a game changer because these businesses build incredibly loyal audiences of very niche subjects. So there's a lot of money in sponsorships at a very high rate. But for the sponsors that we're taking on, I'm trying to make sure they're as recession proof as possible. And what I mean by that is there are some businesses that perform better in bad economic times. By that, there would be a lot of like gold companies. Gold usually performs quite well. There would also be larger companies. We don't want to be speculating on smaller businesses because larger businesses, they weather the storm through economic uncertainty mainly because they have the cash to do so and they can continue to market when no one else can. And that's so we're going for safety as well as trying to get as much uncertainty as possible. Sorry, I'm getting changed right now. Getting ready for dinner. I'm gonna change this shirt though because I don't think it matches with these jeans. I think this probably looks retarded. But what does this mean for young people and what would I do? Because I fortunately didn't go to college and I'm not graduating this year. I started a business out of high school and we're actually growing at the fastest rate possible right now. And I honestly couldn't even fathom if I was graduating college like today and my life was just starting. I mean, the amount of real world experience that I've had from traveling across the world, working with some of the most successful people in the entire world and growing a business, like, cause honestly, I'm just so grateful for the experience to be able to do these things. But I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of someone who is just starting out, like what the fuck would I do? That would be a challenging situation to be in because the job market, like they're just not looking to hire young, inexperienced people that aren't really bringing a lot to the table. I mean, the first thing I would do is I would understand, like if I was going to college for some sort of degree, I don't know what you would learn, but whatever business I would try and get into, I would try and figure out how to automate and make it as efficient as possible with AI and show that to the jobs that I was applying for because it's going to be much tougher to get jobs. And that scares me because most of the young people that I know, they're in this position where they're about to be graduating college where you're promised if you have this slip of paper, you may be $100,000 in debt, but it's going to allow you to get a higher paying job in the future. I mean, it might be you get no job right now because the people that are crushing it the most, because I go to a pretty high end gym and there are a lot of young people who go to that gym. None of them, all of them are in the trades. So none of them went to college and those kids are crushing it. They're making like 80 to $120,000 plus per year at 19, 20, 21, 22 years old because they're plumbers doing HVAC, electrical. They're doing things that AI is really not going to replace, and they're not in debt. I mean, I don't know how those jobs are, but my dad was an electrician, and I know that it's quite challenging on the body, but fuck. Those are really the only kids that are doing well right now. That would be a huge opportunity if I wasn't a useless snob to figure out how to blow up like a plumbing business. I mean, you find an old guy that was in a trade business and use new marketing techniques for one of these companies that are still going to be high in demand no matter what happens. I mean, you would just fucking crush it. That's, I mean, dude, if I was smarter and didn't already have the best gig in the entire world and the business wasn't doing incredible, that's honestly probably where I'd look, as I'm desperately trying to find something because I gotta freaking get to dinner like right now.